Hey Stephanie, I'm going to do a video response to your name game on the Gosslins and the Duggars. The first question was, how many kids do you want? What would their gender be? What would their ages be? And what would their birthdays be? I want 6 kids. I know that's kind of crazy, but it's what I want. The genders in order, I would want a boy first, because I've just always kind of liked that older brother thing. You know, everyone wants an older brother. I really think they do. I mean, I know they get annoying and stuff, but there's always the big brother that's there, and he's like, I'm going to beat you up if you mess with my little sibling. So that's why I want an older brother, the boy first. And then I want a girl, and then another girl. And the reason I want that is because the older girl can help all of the younger girls get through things, because they already have it figured it out. They've already figured it out. And when you're a girl, teenage girl going through stuff, you don't want to talk to your mom about it. So, you know, it's good to have an older sister there. So I want a boy, then a girl, then a girl, then another girl, and then 2 boys. So it's boy, girl, 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 boy, boy. The ages, the boy would be 4 years older than the first girl, just because, I don't know, I've always wanted to just have one kid. Have a good while with just one kid. That way, if you end up not wanting the other kids, you'll know by the time that kid's 4. Plus, I just want him to be at least a little bit older than everyone else. Then the first girl would be 3 years older than the second girl. That kind of gives the first girl time to figure everything out in order to help the second girl. The second girl would be 2 years older than the third girl, and the third girl would be 2 years older than the first boy, or the second boy. And the second boy would be 5 years older than the final boy, because, I don't know, I want that little brother where, you know, you just have a really, really little sibling. Like the eldest would be 16 when this one was born, which probably would get some teasing. People would think that was his son, but, you know, I just kind of want that, a really younger one. Because I have a friend who is like 7 years older than her youngest brother or something like that. And, you know, they just get along amazingly because he's just, you know, cute. He's just a little kid. So, all right, their birthdays, I do have a reasoning behind this, so I'll read it and then I'll tell you the reasoning. The boy would be born, well, okay, I guess it doesn't really matter who's born on these days, but I'd prefer for the boy to be born on March 1st, the girl to be born on March 8th, the second girl to be born on March 9th, the third girl to be born on March 15th, the second boy to be born on March 22nd, and the final boy to be born on April 25th. Okay, so the next one was, off of the top of your head, what would you name your twins? I don't have like the actual question written down, I just have twins, so I'm kind of trying to remember the question. But it was something along the lines. And my twins' names would be Eve Simone and Tripp Gray. Alright. This will probably... Okay. The next one is, if you had to name your kids, like if you're the next Duggars and you had to name 10 boys and 9 girls, what letter would you pick, and then what would their names be? And the middle names don't have to start the same letter. I picked the letter M because as I was looking through my name list, my list, I saw that there were a lot of girls with the M initial. Come to find out, there weren't very many boys, and I started looking for boys, and it was extremely hard, but that's okay, because I ended up getting 19. So I'm just going to go through these. Fair warning, my second boy name is totally like a black name. Sorry to any black people, that's not supposed to be offensive, but it really is. Okay. My first one is Mason Dimitri. Second one is Malcolm Jamaal. Third one is Malichi Jude. Fourth one is Matteo Gage. Fifth one is Maddox Brayan. Sixth one is Matrix Dominic. Seventh one is Marcello Casper. Eighth one is Mayor Alcoa. Ninth one is Mario Cooper. and 10th one is Meka Ray. Those are the boys. Now the girls, the 11th one is Mercy Essence. The 12th one is Minerva August. The 13th one is Monroe Addison. 14th is Memphis Rayan Belle, and there are 2 middle names to that. The 15th one is Matilda Rayne. The 16th is Melodie James. 17th is Mirabelle Olivia. 18th is Meka Captian. And 19th is McKinley Tyler. So altogether you have Mason, Malcolm, Malichi, Matteo, Maddox, Matrix, Marcello, Mayor, Mario, Meka, Mercy, Minerva, Monroe, Memphis, Matilda, Melodie, Mirabelle, Maya, and McKinley. Okay, the next one is, if you became the next Gosslin family, what would you name your twin girls and then your 3 boys and 3 girls for the sextuplets? For the twin girls, I used Lexington Monroe and London Everly. I picked these because I didn't notice at first that Lexington and London were both girls' names. I mean, not girls' names. I did notice that they were girls' names. I didn't notice that they were both L names. I didn't do that on purpose, but the purposeful behind it was Lexington is a city in Kentucky and London is a city in England. So they were both cities, so that's why I used them. And this is where I got Monroe from on the earlier list. It was a middle name for Lexington. My 3 girls, they are all A's, and I know Stephanie, I've heard on one of her videos that she doesn't like it when people do the first initial the same on all the kids for twins and stuff, but I kind of did. All the girls have the same and all the boys have the same. And for the boys, they're all really similar. My 3 girls' names for the sextuplets are Adeline Demetria, Arabella Luna, and Ariana Terranova. The 3 boys would be Caspian Cedric, Caston Dare, and Castor Damon. Okay, the next one was the quintuplets. So for the girl, you're supposed to use your eye color. I have blue-green, so blue was Sandy and green was Caroline. So I combined Sandy and Caroline, and I got Candy. So it's a name, so it totally works. And for your favorite season, mine is fall, and fall was Kennedy. So it's Candy Kennedy, which is kind of a k to it, Candy Kennedy. But that's okay. My 4 boys, this was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. But my first boy is Ephraim Oliver. Second one is Embry Sawyer. Third one is Eden Fraser. And the final one is Emmanuel Jasper. So for the final one, how to name them and would you want your parents to help? I pick my names by them not being really common. I want them to be unique and really pretty. And I like it when they kind of had that thing, like when you say them, it just kind of like rolls off your tongue and you just like feel happy when you say the name. And for my parents, I don't want them to help me. Like, I want to come up with them myself, but I do really like to know their opinion on my names. I don't want to name them something that my parents absolutely hate and have to, live with calling their grandkids the rest of their life. So, all right, well, thank you for doing this name game because I had a lot of fun with it. It was an adventure coming up with my 19 kids' names, but so thank you, and I'll see you next time.